for this?
Well, this is for your pool or a pond. And this is your circulation pump.
I'm having a pool belt.
Oh, very nice. Well, right now they probably got you going on an AC pump, right? So it's going to be a variable AC pump. So every time you wake up in the morning, it's going to be $3 to run that pump to circulate your water.
Okay.
We're not talking about heating. We're just talking about keeping the water clean.
Okay.
So right now, this will run free during the day, which is when you want to circulate your water from the sun for free. Because if you run it at night, all you're doing is playing catch up from all the bacteria you grew today.
Okay.
So you don't want to play that game. So that's one big reason. Living out here, you want to run on the sun with a DC motor that's going to circulate for free.
Okay.
It's also going to end up, you know, since you're a brand new deal.
I'm going to turn around.
Yeah, totally, go for it. So this will also offset your chemical costs, the pool maintenance guy. So since you're new, you do it right in the beginning, because whatever you do by a pool, you're going to spend money. Pumping it, circulating it, pool guy, chemicals. So you dove into a deal that's never going to go away.
Right.
So, but the smart thing now is the filter pump is no longer going to be a financial drain for you. You can utilize that for the pool technician or the pool guy that's going to come clean, or the chemicals or whatever, right?
Right.
So that's the smartest thing to do to have. Now, if you're going to have a heater, you're going to have a spa, you can leave your AC pump there for the spa nighttime use, but everyday circulation, you have a hybrid, so it just runs on the sun. So if you use your spa, you know, a few times a month or whatever, that's when you spend money on the utility to run the AC pump to heat it up and run the jets.
Right.
How much does this cost?
$28.99 after a 26% tax credit. It's around $2,000. So you're going to have all your money back in about a year and a half.
Okay.
Right? And then after that, you're going to start, you know, offsetting other costs. You know what I mean?
What's the setup?
The setup is 3 panels, which are over here. You guys want to walk over here and see it? So this is a solar panel, and you'd have 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3, the 3 black ones is what you'd have on your property somewhere.
Okay.
Anywhere, but they have
On the roof.
Or over your pool equipment to keep all the equipment you just bought, you know, in the shade.
Oh, cool.
So you can put them anywhere, you know, so long as they get good sun.
Okay.
Those 100-watt panels?
These are 365s.
365.
Yeah.
I phoned you guys.
Yeah, so you need 3 of them.
Need 3 of them.
And what
Yeah,
else?
we're doing a lot of pumping, a lot of force.
Is there storage or?
No need for it. Yeah, no need for it. This goes right to the pump. It's variable speed by the sun. So when you have a little overcast, the RPMs are a little lower, or in the morning, the sun's on a deep angle. So you'll see that pump run as soon as it pops up the sun, but you'll notice how it's kind of variable speed. You'll see that water fluctuate.
So is that what the connection looks like? Is layers?
Yeah, those wires are like the battery of your car.
What does that replace versus what they're putting in right now? Because they just put that in. And
Yeah, and they gave you one of those tan pumps, right? Or something like that. So you got an AC pump. So what you're going to do is take a DC pump like we're talking about and put it right next to it.
So it works in conjunction with what's there already?
Yeah, well, it's going to work and filter your pool all day. So the time you want to use the AC pump you have will be at night, or run your heater, or be a nighttime deal or emergency deal.
Oh, so it's an add-on versus an in lieu
Well, it's an
of.
add-on because you already bought the AC pump.
Right, but I'm saying you don't take out the AC pump.
Well, if you didn't buy it, you wouldn't need it.
She's just.
So you could run your pool entirely on the sun, entirely on that pump, you know? But
just a piece of equipment that would never be used.
the AC pump,
Right, my pool.
theoretically,
Like my pool's being built right now. Like the equipment's just sitting there right now.
yeah. So if you get a heater, are you having a spa? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're going to need the AC pump for nighttime because you want that spa to be 102 and you want
Oh, I
the
need it.
jets.
Okay.
So you would
Right.
need that AC deal that you're doing
No
now.
matter what. Okay.
No matter what.
Okay.
But that is going to be turned on because you want to turn it on
Versus turning
running every single day because you were forced to run it every day because you got to circulate it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that removes that forceful need for you to pay every day.
And that price is include installation?
No, installation is just plumbing it in. It's like Legos, maybe $150 if you had to pay somebody, a pool guy. Solar panels, you got to figure out where you want to go.
So you're saying I buy this and put it in myself?
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, or your people are doing it.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Watch your step.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So you can feel this too. It's been running all day. You feel the motor? It'll just last forever.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How much is the whole system?
$12.99 for the pump and the whole system delivered. Cables, the whole enchilada, $28.99 to your house.
Really?
Yeah, ROI will have a return under 2 years.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good taste in your mouth with solar, you know.
No, that's a great price. Yeah. Right on. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome, sir.
We'll look you up for sure. I want to go solar on the pool.
Yeah.
And solar on the pool.
I always say it gives you 45 free miles of driving your electric car just by removing that every single day.
Right. Right on. Good luck.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
good show.
Yes, ma'am.
Can it heat your pool too?
Yeah, well, once you pump it and filter the water, you can send it to the roof to the thermal heater for free. So we pump the water through your filter back in your pool, keep it all clean and clear, so it doesn't cost you $3 a day.
Right.
But you're saying, can I also heat it? But yeah. So after you pump the water, filter the water, you can send it to a thermal heater, and then heat the water, and then go back into the pool.
Because we haven't built our house. We're just starting to build.
Yeah, yeah.
And what size pool?
Any pool. We go to 3.5 horsepower. It all depends what you need.
We're going to have a 15 by 30, 15 by 35.
Yeah, yeah. So you're gonna have a good size. You're gonna be touching 30,000. So we have the 1 horsepower. If you're gonna do a spa, you're gonna have a heater. You're gonna have that kind of stuff. You're gonna have a spa.
Yeah.
So you might lean into our 2 horsepower. So instead of 3 of those black panels, you'll do 6.
Okay.
But then you'll have 2 horsepower and all the muscle you'll need.
Can we put the solar panels on top of the...
Well, that's what I recommend, on top of the equipment
that's what we're
or
doing.
whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But you want to get good sun, you know. You don't want to be shaded.
Oh, no.
Like that building's going to shade me in about 3 o'clock, 4
Yeah.
o'clock, and I'm going to be turned
No,
off.
ours is going to be totally open.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what is something like the tube?
3,800 delivered. This is 28. But you get a 26% tax credit.
Okay.
So it brings it down
on your-
$1,000 or so.
On your...
Income taxes, yes, ma'am.
He's just saying that you can pump it up on the roof. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, so if you did a thermal heater, they'll all tell you around 8 to 10 degrees warmer coming in to coming out. But what I have here, I move that water. I pump the water.
Right.
Now what you do with that pumped water to your heater, whatever it's going to do the temperature at, that's going to be a question to that thermal heater.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
again, they're all around 8 to 12 degrees coming in, coming out.
This is just pumping the water.
Yeah, that's what you pay for. When you wake up in the morning, you got to whip out $3 to $4 or $5 just to
Right.
filter it.
Yeah.
This takes that all away.
Right, so that just takes some flex.
Yeah, you're paying for the power one time for the next 50 years running that pool.
Gotcha.
You're paying for the energy.
If we put solar on our house,
If you want to put solar on your house, you want to keep this big motor off that inverter,
Okay.
off your home system.
okay.
That's what's good about a DC pump. It removes that load off your home solar system.
Okay.
Right. So by doing that, actually you can do a smaller system on your house.
getting
Or
wet.
do you know if you guys are going to be APS or SRP?
APS.
APS. Yeah, then you definitely want it.
You guys have a pool at home?
We do.
We don't heat the water. We take the motor off your utility bill. So every time you pay your bill, you're paying like $3 every single day you wake up, which is like 60 to 80 bucks a month.
Yeah.
We make that green motor. And that green motor runs on those 3 solar panels back there. And that filters your pool. So now it'll never be on your utility costs to filter that pool any longer.
Gotcha.
Now if you want to send that water that we're pumping for free to a thermal heater and heat your pool, you totally can. Well, that's not our concentration. Our concentration is to remove the load off your utility.
What's the payback?
Payback, I'd say about 1.5 years, 2 years, sir. Because it's around $3,000, everything delivered. You might spend $500, $600 if you need somebody to help you install it. So you divide that by your utility cost, probably about 1.5 years, 2 years. But it starts paying you back the very first day because it's $3 a day.
Right.
So, you know, as far as to utilize your money into the home with a pool, this is the best way to spend your money because it has the quickest return on investment. And you start seeing the very first month what you did. And it was the right decision. There's no waiting.
So
Yes, ma'am.
you have to have 3 panels to do this?
Yes, ma'am. For the 1 horsepower. Yep. And then we even have bigger motors.
Panels are extra.
On the kit, everything's included, sir.
Oh, that's included panels.
Yes.
So the pump that we have now on it, we would take that off?
No, you can leave it here. See, you can leave it as a hybrid. So you use a solar pump every single day, and this thing now that you have now will just be a backup emergency kind of deal.
Oh, I see.
You know, if you have a spa or something like that, you turn it on. But I have customers doing that, and they just never turn it on. They go, Michael, I haven't turned it on in 2 years. You know,
Gotcha.
somewhere.
So then you have to run those, and you run those how? How do you run that to that?
I give you a 100-foot cable. See that red and black cable?
Oh, okay.
That goes right to the motor. There's no inverter, there's no batteries, there's no confusion.
Can they be buried?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that's just money you pay somebody to dig a ditch, and all of a sudden your install cost went up to another $1,000. But it's the way you wanted it, then you know it's worth the money.
I mean, I would dig the ditch. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And those panels will last 50 years running a pool pump motor. So you're paying for all your energy costs for that pool, and it's disappeared now. So it's like a one-time charge. But you know, 2 years to pay for energy for the pool that's going to sit there for a long time is really smart to use your money that way.
So you mentioned square footage. How many?
Oh, the horsepower? Yeah.
Well, horsepower and solar panels.
Yeah, 2 horsepower is 6 panels, sir, and 1 horsepower is 3. So So if you needed a 2 horsepower, it would be 6 of those.
I'm not sure what horsepower our indoor motor is now.
But how many gallons of water?
17,000 gallons.
Oh yeah, you still do a 1 horsepower. How far away is the pump from the pool? 20 feet?
20 feet.
20 feet, yeah, you're still in the realm of the 1 horsepower. You have a suction cleaner?
Okay.
You have a creepy quality suction cleaner?
Yeah.
Okay, still 1 horsepower. Do you have pop-up jets?
No.
Okay, so that would go to 2 horsepower then.
Okay.
So we're still at the 1 horsepower. That right here, right behind is what I have running. So yeah, 1 horsepower. Sure.
1 horse with.
You have a
two
DE
panels
standard
inside?
cartridge filter.
That, yes.
You have a cartridge?
Yeah, inside, yeah.
Yeah, you have the right filter. So 1 horsepower.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'd be the kit on the other side.
Okay.
Right. And then, okay, so, and they can be installed pretty much on anything.
Yeah, I'm a Pinterest. I have a lot of customers' photos too. So you go through Pinterest, and go, oh, okay, I see everybody doing it, or how they did it, you know.
How would you do it? Would you put them on the tin ceiling?
That's one option.
Yeah, you can see
Or
on
when I
here.
build a new outbuilding, put it on the roof of that.
But that would be more than 100. That'd be more than what?
I'm not talking about putting it way back in the corner, put it about
Right
where it is
back
now.
it is now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could go further. You just need to get another another breaker box. So if you need to go 150 feet, you can. The safe
No.
idea is put another little
That's
switch
about
there.
80 feet from there to there. So it's only 80 feet.
Yeah, and if you want to go to a higher gauge wire,
Yeah.
10 gauge instead of the 12 gauge, you can play with the wire too.
Oh, that's 12. I thought it was 10 from here.
No, that's 12.
Does it run
the
at
owner?
night?
No, ma'am.
At the owner?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right, thank
Your
you.
information's on here? Contact?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for your time. You the owner?
Yes, sir.
People that do the work.
Yeah, I have a bunch of people want to start doing it, you know, and they're finally realizing it's not a heater, it's a pump. You know, so
Yeah,
that's a
right.
little battle I'm fighting, you know.
Heaters cost a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, this is really something that really removes real cost, you know,
Right,
that somebody
yeah.
deals with every day.
Right,
Sure.
Right.
right. Okay,
Thank you.
Interesting. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Might-
Thank you. You're welcome.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Talk to me here.
Yep, we have a DC motor, and that DC motor runs directly off the solar panel, so that removes the load, the utility load, to filter your water. So we don't heat water, but our DC motor runs directly off the sun, off those 3 panels over there, and it goes to our DC motors and it filters the water. If you want to send that water to a heater or wherever you want to, you can. But right now, we concentrate on filtering the water. And we sell a kit that's $28.99 that delivers to your driveway. And plumbing it in is really easy. It's like PVC Legos. And then the panels you can put over the pool equipment or anywhere on your property within 100 feet.
100 feet, okay.
Just want to get good sun.
So, like, if you wanted to extend it more, do you sell like extension?
Oh yeah, they're right on Amazon if you want another
yeah,
cable.
yeah.
But we just recommend another box, a switch, if you're going to go past 100 foot.
Got you. So the kit is how much again?
$28.99. Your return on investment is about 1.5 years,
Yeah.
but you're going to save like at least $3
yeah.
every time you wake up.
Yeah, got you. And then if you guys do the installation, how much?
No, we just send it all to you safely.
okay.
But there's so many people that can help you plumb it in, and then a handyman can put the solar panels in the right direction.
Got you. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
What's the warranty on that?
A 2-year warranty, but they can go up to 10 years to life. The solar panels will last 50 years.
Good idea.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
So I'm running a horse and a half right now.
Right.
And I've got pop-up heads.
Okay. So we'll probably do 2 horsepower in our world.
Okay. And then
That way you're always happy.
so that is
2 horsepower, so it'd be $37.99 instead of $28.99 right here. So this is the panels, cables, switch, check valve, so you can have a hybrid deal if you want.
well. What would be the purpose of the hybrid?
Well, because you already paid for the electricity there, and if your AC pump is still working, your AC pump is still working, so you can leave it there for nighttime or backup, and then you have a hybrid pool. The purpose is only for that, right? There's no, you know, because you're gonna say, well, this is gonna run every single day, yeah. So, but since you already have that there, and if you have the room to make it side by side, and then they already comes with the check valves. If you don't want them, you don't want them. But it's just nice to do it that way. I have customers that done it, and they just never turn them on, but it's there. You know, it's, you know, if you're gonna sell it, or you want to turn it on at night, or whatever, you can. That's all. You just can.
You bet.
Yeah.
And it's a DC motor.
Yeah, yeah, it's pure DC. So this motor is running on DC. So those panels are sending energy right here from the sun,
You bet.
and then it just goes right to the motor. And you can feel this motor, it's been running all day. And it's just made to last. Yeah, and these are the panels over here, you can see.
Yeah, I saw them
Oh, you did?
just a second ago when you were chatting with the gentleman.
Perfect.
So now, what can I still function with a timer on this?
Yeah, but typically you just want it to run free from the sun every day.
Yeah, I just, when I'm in there.
The motor's not running is not good. So because you want to turn it off, there's nothing I would recommend because the motor's going to go, why are you turning me off? I want to spin. So even if it's barely spinning, it's still happier than being off, right? So just let it start to spin in the morning, and let it just turn off at night. Because it'll eventually, that's just the way they're made. You know?
And it's super quiet.
Oh yeah. Well, I have the best bearings I got from Japan, right in there. I double sealed it. So I made that the best you can make a motor. You're not gonna buy a better
making your own motors?
I make those motors.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I manufacture them.
And where are you at?
I'm in Dana Point, Orange County.
Okay. So what was the price of a? You said it's
Right on the back side has the kit.
Oh.
Hey Gia, can you turn it down, please? Give the music a chill.
Longest length of wire I could run.
It comes with a 100-footer, but if you need 200-foot, you just need more switches, more breaker. This is actually a breaker, This is so just to be safe.
Yeah, because I've got the root space for it.
Right.
And then I just need to see how far down it goes. I'm thinking it's only like 30 feet.
Yeah.
But, go through all those.
Yeah. Right. Totally. Tuck it away nice.
Yeah. Before I know it, I'm up to 75.
Exactly right.
Oh no!
Well, that's why I give 100.
Yeah.
That's why I do 100 because those same situations.
Yeah, nice.
I always say tuck it away nice.
Yeah, you got it. And what gauge is this one?
That's 12.
Okay.
That's all you really need. But if you want to go over 100 or whatnot, you can always go to 10 gauge.
And you said they're warranted for 2 years?
Yeah, but they'll go up to 10 years. I just don't have the sprinkler spitting on them. And if you ever see a leak from any of these seals,
Yes.
you just fix it right away.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
So what is the enclosure?
This is a waterway wet end made in the United States, and it's been in California for 30 years. It's the only wet end made in our country. Everything else is in China, which is not a big deal, but this is the best wet end that I recommend. That's why I put it on it. So nobody calls me for 10 years, And if they need a seal or a part or an impeller, it's all on Amazon or it's all local to all the pool suppliers. And when you have a pool tech saying, hey, something's wrong with my seal, they all are in stock. This is not some special...
Very good. Yeah, that was
the way it should be.
Yep.
Just like my motor.
Yeah, because I'm running a Hayward, and it's old.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to the new style from SRT.
If you want to put my wet end on your Hayward and not touch your plumbing, everything's totally possible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't need my wet end. You can put it on your Hayward.
Michael?
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
You were saying I'm at a horse and a half.
Yeah, I go with the 1.
Oh, I would go
Oh,
with
you have the
one.
pop-up jets.
I have the pop-up.
2 horsepower.
2. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.